Of a different kind of song, and I thought that establishing the context for it would be a little bit helpful. And so I'm going to do that first, and then let the musicians do what they do best and play this amazing song for you today. But today we're going to be talking about names. Now, names are something that have quite a bit of power. I think most of us would probably agree with that. People's identities lie in their name. Celebrities, for example, will often change their names in order to gain more acceptance or notoriety. For example, there's a guy named David Jones. He changed his name to David Bowie, and then he changed it to Ziggy Stardust, and then he changed it back to David Bowie again, just to get some notoriety, and in his case, it worked. There's a guy named Robert Allen Zimmerman. Anybody know who that is? Robert Allen Zimmerman? I'm getting some smiles. Who is it?
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan, right.
Oh,
right.
His name?
Robert Allen Zimmerman. Okay, here's one. Marion Robert Morrison. Jim?
Morrison?
No. Ben? Van? No, not Van Morrison. No, Marion Robert Morrison is the birth name of John Wayne.
Oh,
wow.
Now, no one would think of a Western hero named Marion, right? I mean, Marion sounds like a librarian. Okay, a couple of you guys got that one. Yeah, so John Wayne, now that's a cowboy name, right? Names have power, and they can shape our identity. And this is something that I know all too well. My last name, as you know, is Lichter. I was teased quite a bit about that much of my life. In fact, when I first met my wife, Rachel, she and her wonderful mom used to spend time thinking of all the funny names of people that I could never marry. Because if I did marry them, they'd have to cut out the marriage announcement and send it into Jay Leno so he could read it on the air. I mean, could you imagine the scandal that would be caused by the Lichter Butts wedding? Also, on this list of crazy names were things like Heine and Schmutz and Cox and Crapper, all these names that were in our particular area of the country. I think it's great because God has a great sense of humor, and He decided to punish Rachel and her mom by making her marry me. There wasn't a whole lot of controversy around the Lichter-Wilson wedding, except for maybe some people might have thought that I enjoyed licking a soccer ball or something.
Wilson.
Yeah. Okay, a couple of you guys got that one too. All joking aside, I say all this because names have power, and today's special song deals with this in a very humorous manner by telling the story of what happens to a man whose dad gives him a very feminine-sounding name. With that as our introduction, I'm now going to pass things over to the musicians who are going to tell you the story of a boy named Sue.
Okay, this is a lot of words, so I'm probably going to mess it up. It's not like I've played this in bars for 20 years.
Don't worry, if you mess it up, we'll just start calling you Sue.
My dad left home when I was 3. He didn't leave much on me, just this old guitar and empty bottle of booze. I don't blame him because he run a kid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that this was quite a joke. Got a lot of laughs about a picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent, gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Stu. How do you do? Now you're gonna die." That's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes. He went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I fought tougher then, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun and I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. And he said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gotta make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And it's that name that helped make you strong. Now he said you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you've got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, because I'm the that made you. Well, I got all choked up and I threw down my gun and I called him my pa and he called me a son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about it now and then, every time I try and every time I win. If I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George or John Carter Cash.
Yeah.